Well, you can see I had a couple of ideas for some videos. I'm going to do a Canadian coins and silver video for Numismaniac and Mishy Stacker. I want to get back in touch with my dear friends, Super Bunch in UK. Get back to my roots there, and I'll have some more on that. But I changed my mind on the video for today, and it's coming at you in just a second. I'll be right back. Click clack thingy, take one. There you go. Get that back in. Spent $10 on that. I need to keep using it every once in a while. Hey everybody, Cranky Stacker. Like I said, I was going to do a Canadian coin video, and I will do that eventually. But and I have a challenge that I'm gonna hit up for Akadaka, my good friend in Australia, and I want to touch base, get back to my roots in the UK community. I miss you guys a lot. So anyway, but yesterday I did a thing on, or a couple of days ago, a pickup from my good friend Space Miner, the Germania allegories, and he sent me these wonderful Geiger grammer and 5 grammer, just awesome, gorgeous pieces. Love those. And I am in maybe the top 0.5% of the world now. This is osmium. Do your due diligence. Go to Space Miner's channel. Go to Long Live Coins channel and check it out. Tuli's got a video on this. It's a little different form than this. Good thing I didn't stick that straw up my nose and inhale real deeply, eh? I don't think that would have done me any good. But I'm really happy. I've got to do some research on that particular one, and this I will do a video all by itself, because this is just cool as heck. If you put it in the dark, it glows. It's really cool. But the video I want to do today kind of focus on something that's kind of been a trend, a theme in some videos that I've seen today. Great big thanks to Lynette Zhang and to Pinball Prepper for kind of reinforcing how I'm feeling about things here. But it's something that, well, I'll tie him in here in just a second. Pinball Prepper today, his video is on becoming the trading post, and I have to be honest with y'all. All kidding aside, I'm very, very concerned personally that we are not going to have an election, and if we do, it'll be just prior to a very, very, very deep collapse, crash, if you will, in the American dollar and the American financial system structure. Let's get that out of the way. I'm very concerned about it. I think it's very real and very possible. And I'm not a doom and gloom sayer. I just I have chosen to prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and prepare for the worst, you know. But this has really been on my mind quite a bit lately, and I think it's a very, very real thing. So today in Pinball's video, he was talking about you know, in an SHTF scenario, what's going to happen? Where are you going to go to initially do your bartering? And that's a real concern. Now, I mean, it's not like he said, not like we're going to have farmers markets or stores to go to buy and sell and trade goods. Although farmers markets really are kind of the whole premise of what I'm going to talk about here. It's going to be a very important thing to be able to barter and sell and trade, as he said, beans for bullets, whatever the case may be. Medicines. I mean, there's I've ideas of being a first aid station should there be some sort of collapse, just because of my background. And to what I've done with Cranky Acres here is basically try and set up long-term food crops, food plants, that type of thing. I've got fruit trees, I've got a garden, but also around the perimeter of things in non-gardenary type scenario, I've got edible plants pretty much planted everywhere, and have been experimenting with those and learning how to prepare them and how to harvest and when to harvest and that type of thing. And that's a very, 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 very important thing, I think, for what's coming up here. And that I got that idea kind of, I didn't get it from Lynette Zhang, but she is probably the highest profile person that I've seen that actually does that type of planting. Community is my point here. And she speaks about that in some of her videos. Community is very, very important, and I think now is the time to start that community building and establishment in your area. I think it's very important to know your neighbors, to know who is good at what, skills-wise, production-wise, that type of thing. I have a neighbor 5 houses down that has chickens and ducks, and another neighbor is probably one of the smartest gardeners I've ever met. But he also does foraging and harvests wild things, elderberry and mullein for medicinal purposes, that type of thing. So learning to recognize those things and recognize those types of plants and things, and to establish a kind of a network, for lack of a better term, in your area is very, very important. It's going to be so much more important than it is right now. And, that type of thing, I just can't stress enough. Get started on something like that now if you can. Cranky Acres, I've kind of been hoping that, we would be able to help people, as I said, like medically and skills-wise with building and repair and food, and water. Water collection's a big thing for me. I think it's going to be a very, very important thing, and I wouldn't mind being the keeper of the country store, so to speak. But if you start that kind of relationship building right now and start learning to have sustaining crops and plants and animals and that type of thing around, and security, safety in numbers. Our neighborhood, we had 90 plus mile an hour gusts last night. We had sustained 70 mile an hour winds, huge rain blowing sideways. It just hit our airport in Omaha again here. It's just, these things are coming more frequently, I think, and we, by the grace of God, and I truly, honestly, truly believe that there is a hedge of protection here, because so much damage, 40,000 people without power, and we lost the tops off a couple of trees out in the field, in the woods, and basically nothing, no damage to the garden, nothing to the house, that type of thing. So I can't say anything but by the grace of God that's been the case. And it's been, I really truly relaxed while I was up last night watching these storms. I felt this peace, and it was marvelous. I went back to bed and I thought of Jesus laying in the in the boat, just relaxed, full confidence in the grace of God and the charge of His angels over us. Anyway, do what we can here. We're to occupy the land. this is the finished work right here. This is the finished work, and I'm sorry if you don't like to hear the truth, but there are no other explanations for the way things are going around here, and I will never ever deny that. I ask for it, and I think it's an important thing. That said, again, occupy the land. Do what you need to do. Build that network. Get those skills. Get the community food and resources and skills going. And a big thanks to Pinball Prepper, and a big thanks to Lynette Zhang for giving me the idea or spurring the thinking in my head to share this with you. I think it's going to be very, very important. As I said, big deal coming up here, folks. I can just feel it in my cranky bones. And if I'm wrong, then you can tell me that. It certainly won't hurt my feelings, but not a big deal, right? All right, because I care about y'all. You're my friends and family, and stack your medals, stack your other supplies. Stay safe, shoot straight, keep stacking. Stack the right stuff, y'all. Okay? That's it. I'm out. I almost forgot there was a local headline here on the news, and it was almost tragic, but it turned out to be okay, because two guys walk into a bar, third guy ducked.